Last time, in episode 2 of our CRF450X teardown, we began the bottom end disassembly with removing the flywheel. In this part, we move over to the PTO side, covering key tips involved in disassembling the clutch, PTO, and idler gears.
So we can start to remove the clutch cover now. So when it comes time to removing bolts and hardware that hold the rotating assembly and on the clutch side and the PTO side on, I like to use the little Motion Pro gear stopper. It does a really good job of locking the gears up and doesn't damage the teeth because of its aluminum construction. So also on these Hondas, they use a 4-pin specialty retainer for the balancer shaft. So a special tool is required for that removal. So when you go to remove the clutch hub nut, make sure you check that the tabs that lock the nut from rotating backwards during operation are properly pushed backwards, so you can in fact remove that nut. I'll generally give the socket that fits the clutch hub nut a tap as well, just to make sure that those tabs are properly pushed back. The kickstart shaft spring can be held under a lot of tension, so just be very cautious and potentially use a rag or something along those lines to make sure you don't hurt yourself while removing this. In order to remove this idler gear, we'll need to use a pair of snap ring pliers to remove that circlip. When I remove any of these components on this side of the engine, I usually check to make sure that there's no washer or collar that remains on the shaft that could be left behind. Another thing to note is when removing the shift star detainer, that there are a few very small and spring-loaded components that can come apart and go flying across your shop, so make sure to keep an eye on these and keep all the components in hand. When removing the bolt that holds the shift star to the drum inside the transmission, make sure to definitely not impact that bolt, because the shift forks inside the transmission can bend, and it's also possible for the shift drum itself to break. I'll usually use a pair of pliers to hold back the shift star retainer so that you can remove the bolt and the shift star safely.